Good, then you're good. That mystery can be important.
Yeah. Yeah, where I moved now, slightly less food, but slightly less stabbing, so that's pretty good.
I don't know how I feel about that trade, but
yeah.
I'm all for the food.
I actually really do miss the food. It's funny. I was like, shit, I do miss the food.
Yeah.
Because I never really got that much trouble there. I did live on the corner where O'Farrell and Larkin, so like there's a lot of crack being sold on that corner.
I have seen
it's like out in the open actually. They always do it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you,
Okay.
out in the open, right next to that bus stop. They actually use it like as cover.
That is exactly where I saw crack being sold, just in daylight.
In the open. Yeah, yeah. Like you'll see it. You see the crack. You see
a lot
the bag.
of people like don't believe me when I tell the story.
No. I mean,
but you have been there. You have lived there.
I'd walk by them.
They just
all the time.
I was walking by. I was walking to a friend's house, and the first thing I saw was some lady like shooting up between her toes.
Yeah.
And then like 3 steps past, a huge crack deal. Like huge, like the
suitcases,
wrapped
money,
thing of money,
shit in plastic. Yeah,
it was just like a bulk.
Oh God!
And he just puts it into the window, and I see a bag coming out, and I'm like, wait, I should not be looking. And I looked away.
But it's hard to not look too at the same time. You're like that. Yeah, that's 5 pounds of crack. Yeah.
How many times in a day, in your lifetime? Okay, for people who live in the Tenderloin, it's how many times in a day.
Yeah.
For people who don't, how many times in your life are you going to see a crack deal? And at that capacity.
Yeah. I mean, that's big one. I didn't witness any giant ones. Just that's the little ones on crack, what I call crack corner.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Which is O'Farrell and Larkin. I mean, people know about it. I'm sure everyone knows about it, but it's like contained there, so I guess it's fine. I don't really know. The worst, I have had a weird experience where I had walked through them, sort of, and they were like passing it around me, like the crack and the money. And I was like, well, I guess
they were like, oh, excuse me.
I guess I'm helping these guys.
It's like passing crack over your head.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's like, that's cool.
Oh, man.
Just going to Quicklies around the corner. There was definitely the worst Quicklies, too. I can't believe the Quicklies was there. They close at 5 because, you know, they're not trying to stick around.
Yeah.
Like, all the food, it's like Thai, Vietnamese, all that shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're not trying to stay. Like, all of it closed at like 5, 6, right? Because hella early because it's a fucking Tenderloin. Crack deals every other second. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the crazy part to me is seeing people, like, shoot up, like, openly, too. That's actually crazier to me. Cause that's like nasty, dude. Like out in the open.
I've seen a shooting one time.
Oh, not shooting. Like
shooting up.
I've seen one shooting too, but it wasn't in the TL. But what were you gonna say?
I've only seen a shooting once, and the only way I can describe it is like it was a very social shooting.
Social shooting.
Which is weird. It was in Oakland, and a bunch of kids were running away from a mall. But everyone was dressed up like they were, you know, going to the mall together.
Yeah.
And one guy was just shooting. Actually, could have been a girl. I don't know.
Right.
Shooting at a collective group of people as they ran away.
Jesus. That's insane.
Everyone in my car was not fazed.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there just like, do you guys realize that there's like a gun being fired right now?
So yeah, this shit happens every day.
Like I was very calm about it because it becomes very surreal.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh well.
Probably the way they act too makes you calm. You know?
They just kept talking and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yep. All right.
They both lived in Oakland, so it's like, all right, you know.
My buddy lived in a pretty bad part of Oakland. It's like, you know, where that shit would happen all the time.
Yeah.
He'd always ask me to come visit. He was such a nice dude, but he just he got kicked out of his apartment in SF.
Yeah.
He had a homie from a long time ago, and it was this dude who lived in like a horrible part of Oakland. But like he had like some cred there, some street cred or whatever.
Yeah.
So like that guy was cool, and David stayed with him for really cheap. But whenever I'd visit, it was just like kind of crazy. It was like kind of horrifying. I was
terrifying.
like, man, yeah, because that shit was nuts. You see it constantly. People just walking around with guns too. Like, all right, I mean, I guess I'll just, you know, ignore that.
Yep.
That's cool. Can't really do too much, and we just, you know, would drink a lot. That's about it. But yeah, that's just crazy.
Crazy thing is, I love being in the hood. It's fun.
I liked being in, like I was telling you, I enjoyed it, right? It really wasn't that bad. At first, at first I got some shit because I was new.
Yeah.
They saw me a lot, and it was like a Mexican game. The guys would do it, and they were like, "Oh, pendejo, gringo," which just means like bitch, boy, white boy, or whatever. And but then after like a few weeks, it actually
they're just like, you're
fine.
here.
Yeah,
whatever.
and I would walk by them all the time, and it was fine. And then I started to like it because the food's crazy. Mostly the food. The food's just really nice.
Whenever I'm in the hood, I feel like I'm in the safest place in the world, which is really weird.
Okay, I don't really feel like that, but yeah.
It depends, because it depends on how they look at you initially.
Yeah.
If they look at you and they're just like, oh, whatever, I'm just like, oh, thank God.
Right.
And then I feel so safe.
Right, because then they're on your side, right?
Yeah, everybody, like everyone in the entire area will protect you.
Yeah.
It's just like immediately. If somebody started like doing some stuff, unless they are of higher ranking and importance in the area and someone starts messing with you.
Right.
If something goes down, like, I don't know, someone pulls a gun, someone else is going to pull a gun, like shoot that dude.
Right,
and you're like, oh, cool, I have bodyguards everywhere. Like, they're not really personal bodyguards, but
yeah,
they take care of things. So
yep.
You're good.
Yeah, there's communities like Tenderloin, wherever, Oakland, Hunters Point. They're like tight-knit communities, right?
Yeah.
And once you're part of that, like you said, like it's pretty safe.
Yeah.
The only thing you gotta watch out for is like tweakers, right? Somebody's just not in their right mind.
Right.
Then that's what's scary. But besides that, because you can't control them, no one can control them.
Dude, I feel more terrified when I walk into freaking like super white neighborhoods. Oh my God, am I scared? I was like, oh, someone's going to kill me.
North Beach.
No, North Beach. North Beach is completely different. I think people who live in North Beach don't care about any human being at all.
Right.
Like they immediately know how much money you make.
Right.
Yeah. Like if you pass this bar of money, they can see you. Otherwise, they can't.
Yeah.
So they don't.
I lived in North. I mean, I work at Trader Joe's, so I don't know much about money. But I did live in North Beach for a little bit. My sister like got a crazy deal, and I stayed with her for a bit. And it's definitely just a bunch of rich white and Asian families there. Like everyone says, there's so much money, and like if there's someone shady on the block, like police are gonna be there, in 15 seconds.
Yep.
So. However, down lower, closer to Fisherman's Wharf, it does get a little bit like dicey. I actually had one of my worst altercations.
Dude, because that's where the
North
drugs
Beach.
come in. Man.
Right.
You gotta.
Scared, dude. So
scary.
In North Beach, right next to Washington Square Park, I went out drinking at this bar. I wasn't actually that buzzed. I just had like a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Walking by, and it was like slightly raining. And it must have been like 1, 2 a.m. And I'm walking, and like this group of bros is in front of me, and I'm kind of just following them. And I look to my right, and it's the post office. I was like looking around, and the light's just shining, and this dude's just standing there with a crowbar and a fucking mask. And I'm like,
oh my God.
And I like, I have to double take. I'm like, okay, like what the fuck? And so I'm like, okay, like I'm just gonna keep walking. As soon as I walk, he starts following me.
Oh shit.
And I was sort of, like I said, I was sort of tipsy, and it was raining. I was like, shit, do I just run? I'm like 2 blocks up. I'm like, do I just run, try to go there? And I was like, well, fuck, if I slip and they just pounding on me,
You're done.
that's like, I'm done. And so I just walk a couple blocks, and he keeps following me. And I just turn around. I'm like, are we going to have a fucking problem? And I was super scared.
Oh,
right?
shit,
And I just scream it.
That's the best.
Yeah, and he just looks at me. He raises his crowbar. He's like, I'm going to fucking kill you later. And then just walks away. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
You did it.
My heart was racing so fast. I thought I was just going to die from my heart racing so fast. It's like, oh, my God.
Nah, dude, you.
Oh, man. But then I realized, that's what you just need to do, right? You just need to be